I got digital dash, came right with a I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned up the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be high, right through your block and I drop off the top. And I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
Leave a like on this video, or this will happen to you the next time you're at the park. I would not risk it. Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Fizz back in the video with yet another video. Today I got y'all with the best defensive badges for every build after patch 6. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you guys exactly what badges you want to have, even some honorable mentions that might be a little bit overrated or even underrated. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys, in my opinion, the best badges. Now, when it comes to the defensive badges in comparison to the playmaking, shooting, and finishing, in my opinion, there's a lot more better badges as a defensive. So there are some badges that are actually left off I wanted to put on, but as it is, this video already has probably too many badges. So I couldn't put some of those badges on that you might be thinking should be on it. But if there is a badge that you're thinking is the best defensive badge in the game, put that in the comments down below. But yeah, man, without further ado, let's go ahead, hop straight into it. Let's go! Alright, so first things first, we starting it off a little controversial, but we're gonna have some honorable mentions. Now, a lot of these badges that I have starting off might be badges that a lot of people use that I feel like is overrated on current gen, or just might be some badges that aren't as overpowered as they probably should, or as useful or as needed. So first honorable mention is pickpocket. Now, I feel like a lot of people use this badge, like especially lockdowns, they use this badge. Now, is it gonna get you steals? Yeah, it's gonna do what it says. Increases the chances of a steal and reduces the chances of a foul when attempting to strip the ball from a ball handler. Also improves the chances of a successful layup strip. Now, that also allows you to this badge also allows you to strip people when they try to get contact dunks. Now, one thing I would say about this badge is good. It's not bad at all. That's why it's on the best defensive badges in the game. Now, why would I have it as an honorable mention? In my opinion, I feel like when it comes to Unpluckable badge, Unpluckable does a really good job on current gen of canceling out this badge when it comes to just regular steals. But when it comes to bump steals, Unpluckable doesn't really do anything. So this badge is actually really good for that. It's going to stop people from getting called for fouls if you just spamming a lot. So yeah, I can see a lot of people having that for that. So yeah, pickpocket, definitely one of the best badges in the game for the defensive badges. Alright, next, you probably thought the last one was controversial, but this one is even more controversial. Now, really, it's not a bad badge, Chase Down Artist. But in my opinion, in comparison to how overpowered it was on NBA 2K20, it's not nearly as good. Now, this is a badge that got nerfed heavily in comparison. But one thing I would say about Chase Down Artist, I don't feel like it's as necessary as a lot of badges on this list. Now, is it a badge that a lot of people want to have? Yes. But is it as necessary as badges like Rebound Chaser, Brick Wall, and stuff like that? In my opinion, no. Because when it comes to rim runners, it's only going to be ISO people. And mainly on this game, a lot of people, or majority, or even pretty much everybody on this game is going to be using screens. And off the screen, it's pretty much going to be a lob. Now, if you're going to be chase downing a lob, go ahead, put this on. But more than likely, you're not going to be playing somebody one-on-one and they're going to rim run you and you have to do a chase down block. Now, that will happen sometimes when you go against ISO people, but more than likely, you're going to be going against people using screens. So I don't feel like this badge is as necessary as a lot of other badges on this list, like the next one. Now, when it comes to this badge, this is a badge that is very necessary because a lot of people use screens. This is called Pick Dodger. Improves a player's ability to navigate through and around screens while on defense. It's going to allow you to slide through screens and stuff like that. Now, this badge, in comparison to 2K20, it works a lot better, but is it still at a place where it should be? No, it's not nearly as overpowered as a badge like Brick Wall, which will be later on the list. Don't worry about that. But when it comes to Chase Down Artists, I feel like a lot of people would rather use Chase Down Artists than Pick Dodger because Pick Dodger, they feel like Pick Dodger doesn't work while Chase Down Artist does. But I feel like a lot of people need Pick Dodger more then chase down all this, if that makes sense. So I feel like the need outweighs the want. So yeah, pick Dodger, but at the same time, it's still an honorable mention. It's not like it's in the top 5, so don't even trip. All right, next. Now this one, I ain't even gonna lie. It was hard for me to even put this low. But next honorable mention, Intimidator. Intimidator. This is going to be pretty much the badge that gets you the best shot contest possible for guards and bigs. Now, why do I have it at honorable mention? I feel like Intimidator is a good badge on current gen. I just don't see the difference between bronze, silver, gold, and Hall of Fame. So when it comes to it being the best bang for your buck bronze badge, it probably is the best bang for your buck bronze badge in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be get you the best shot contest possible every single time. Now, shot contests on current gen are just a little inconsistent when it comes to the paint and on the perimeter. Like, sometimes in the paint, a guard can get a good contest on the big man, but sometimes they can't. Like, sometimes on the perimeter, a guard can get a contest on a dude in front of him. Sometimes he can't. It's just really inconsistent. So, I never go past bronze on Intimidator, even if I'm on a big man. Only time I really do go past bronze is on a big man. Let me be honest with you. But yeah, Intimidator, in my opinion, it's just not necessary to go past bronze. So I feel like there would be other badges that would be more, I could use in a lot of more different ways, I would say. So yeah. All right, last but not least, last surprising badge for the honorable mention is clamps. Clamps. Defenders have access to quicker cut-off moves and are more successful when bumping or hip riding the ball handler. So what is clamps for? It's going to allow you to play the best on-ball defense, whether it's full court, half court, screens, ISO, mainly ISO, and it's going to be able to stop people from pretty much trying to blow by you and allow you to bump them as much as possible. So yeah, clamps is going to really be one of the best defensive badges in the game. All these badges on this list are. But something had to go to honorable mention. Clamps is not as good, in my opinion, as it should be. Is it a good badge? Yes. Last year, in my opinion, it probably was my favorite defensive badge in the game. This year, not top 5 in my opinion. But yeah, clamps, definitely very, very, very needed badge. Definitely needed. Every single guard will put this on probably first badge that they get. So for that alone, I had to at least have it as close as possible to the top 5 as possible. So yeah. But yeah, clamps comes in at the honorable mention spot on the list. All right, next. Now we in the top 5. So badge coming at number 5, Rebound Chaser. Improves a player's ability to track down rebounds from farther distance from the ground or than normal. Rebound Chaser at 5 because it's like clamps and Intimidator is very needed. Every big man build is going to have this pretty much Hall of Fame. Every big man build. Every single one. A lot of big man builds are literally made to have the highest rebound possible, to be strategically trying to have as high of a stat possible to be able to get more rebounds. So when it comes to Rebound Chaser, it helps a lot to get more rebounds, and it's just necessary. So when it comes to clamps, that is a badge that every guard is going to put on first. When it comes to big man, Rebound Chaser is one of those badges that's going to be one of the first badges for every big man to put on first. So yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely needed, and it's definitely a very, very good badge. So yeah, Rebound Chaser comes in at the number 5 spot on the list. Coming in at number 4, one of the most overpowered badges in this game. I almost put this higher. I just put it at 4 though. Interceptor. Interceptor, the frequency of successfully tipped or intercepted passes greatly increases. Interceptor passing lanes are a lot better, in my opinion, on 2K21 current gen than they were on 2K20. 2K20 wasn't bad, but I feel like 2K21, it's a lot easier. I'm not going to say better. It's a lot easier to be in the passing lanes. On 2K20, you could do it pretty easily. It just took a lot more IQ, in my opinion, I would say, on 2K20. 2K21, I ain't gonna lie, I only had a lockdown builds like that on 2K21, and I be going crazy in them passing lanes. So, you know what I'm saying? It seems ridiculously easy, in my opinion, on 2K21. And if you have Interceptor on top of that, it's almost broken again like it was on 19. So yeah, Interceptor, really easy to be in the passing lanes, get some fast breaks off that, easy points and stuff like that. So yeah, Interceptor comes at the number 4 spot on the list. All right, next, coming in number 3 is Heart Crusher. At the beginning of the year, this was probably the most overpowered broken badge in the game. This is a badge that literally was, if you got a block or a steal, you could literally make an entire team cold. Now, they nerfed it. Instead of it being a whole team, it's now for the opposing player's takeover. So forever you steal or block, it's gonna pretty much do an additional penalty to their takeover. So yeah, that's gonna make a big difference on that player, but it's not as overpowered as it used to be. It's still pretty overpowered. It's just not as overpowered because you can't do it to the whole team. So yeah, it just takes a little bit off of it. Not even a little. It takes a lot. But yeah, it's still overpowered, and it comes at the number 3 spot on the list because, you know what I'm saying, if you just do a block or steal, you can literally make a person cold. That's pretty crazy. All right, next. Now, a lot of people might be like, this should be number 1. Number 1, I ain't even gonna lie, I don't think that's close. But number 2, I got you. This is not close. I don't think there's no badges on this list that's close to being number 2. I don't think this is close to being number 1, but I know nothing's close to being this at number 2. Brick wall. This badge makes it tougher for the defense to get through and around screens. Players hit by contact with a brick wall lose more energy than normal. So, not only does brick wall set immaculate screens, this is a game where screens are literally like the meta. They're the meta. The playmaking shot creator with somebody that's gonna set screens and roll. That's literally the meta. Having like a rim running big. That's the meta that sets big bodies. It's that simple. Brick wall is gonna make it that much easier to set those big bodies. It's that simple. And brick wall is also gonna be draining people's energy when you're setting those big bodies. So it makes it even more overpowered. So yeah, man, brick wall, really broken in this game. The screens are kind of wild sometimes. So you can get some crazy animations on this game with brick wall. And yeah, brick wall comes at the number 2 spot on the list. And coming in at number 1, it wasn't even a thought, a question. Rim Protector. Rim Protector improves players' ability to block shots, unlocks special block animations, and gives a boost to takeover for the blocker and blocker's teammates following a block. Now, I'm not sure if on current, I don't remember if on current gen, whenever you do a hard foul, it also pretty much enhances people's takeover. I know on next gen it does. I'm not 100% sure for current gen. But yeah, Rim Protector. You know this badge is overpowered that when your Heart Crusher was literally at its prime, in my opinion, Rim Protector was right there for being just as overpowered because everybody uses this badge. This is another reason why, in my opinion, Intimidator, I don't necessarily need to have that above bronze because the shot contest is just inconsistent in general, that I want Rim Protector to be pretty much overshadowing that anyway, so that I can pretty much get the block anyway. So yeah, so let's go over all the things that Rim Protector does. It's going to be improving the player's blocking ability. It's going to be unlocking blocking animations. It's going to be enhancing your teammates' takeovers whenever you get a block. And it's going to be enhancing other badges in the game like Pogo Stick, Chase Down Artist, and Intimidator. So yeah, man, it just does so much. I don't even think it's even a debate. It's the best defensive badge in the game. But yeah, man, that's going to be the 5 best defensive badges. Really way more than 5, almost like 10. So yeah, if you guys like the video, go ahead, leave a like. If you guys want more videos like this, I haven't went over the shooting. If you guys want me to go over the shooting, all you gotta do is show the support, leave a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications to be the first to every single one of my videos. Share this video to anybody you think this will help. But yeah, man, it's your boy Fitz, man. And I'm out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah! Bitch, I got some niggas that cash. New car, yeah, I push that. Push out that bitch and I smash. Push out that bitch and I smash. I'm so fucking high, I'm like crazy.
Alright, before we go too far into this video, I want to make sure to go over this. Now, we were at 4.2%. We're all the way up to 9.7%. But still, 90% of y'all that are watching my videos aren't even subscribed. I know y'all mess with the videos. We finna be going so crazy, so you might as well hit that sub button. It's that simple.